The ones who came until now, no, there is no way for them. They said it definitely that they are not going back again.
Chaldean Catholic Archbishop Bashar Warda is in charge of the Diocese of Erbil in the autonomous northern region of Iraq, controlled and protected by the Kurds. He says refugees, especially Christians, have been pouring into his diocese, fleeing from Islamic militants since the takeover of Mosul on June 10th. And he says these families have no intention of returning to their homes. I spoke with him today on Skype.
Around 600 families have came and settled for good in the diocese, but we are observing from 7 to 15 families every day coming to the diocese. They don't have a way to go back again.
Archbishop Warda was introduced to me by Aid to the Church in Need, an international Catholic charity that provides assistance to the suffering and persecuted church around the world. The charity reports that Christians have been persecuted in Iraq for years, facing direct threats to their lives, but have held their ground in this ancient Christian land. Now, the Archbishop says that fewer than 40 Christian families remain in Mosul.
Just imagine Mosul, for the 1,600 years of Christianity in Mosul, June was the first month that there was no masses inside Mosul city.
The Archbishop has called on the international community to help build a temporary village inside Kurdistan for those who are fleeing their homes. He is afraid that, as ISIS continues its rapid advance across the country, more and more families will seek asylum inside and around Erbil, and the city will not be able to accommodate them.
We do have around 80,000 families on the borders between Erbil and Mosul. They are still there in the Christian villages. So definitely I am afraid that this crisis will happen again and we might not be able to help.
With the militants openly displaying their arsenal of modern war machines in what they call their new Islamic State carved out of Syria and Iraq, I asked the Archbishop if he and the Christians are safe, even in Kurdistan.
Inside Kurdistan, yes, we are safe. But is the future safe? We don't know, really. No. Because we live in the middle of a crisis. The whole Middle East is just burning with these, stories and wars and violence, and who knows?
10 years ago, about 1.25 million Christians lived inside Iraq. The Archbishop predicts that if this crisis continues, that number will drop to a few thousand. Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.